Hello YouTube, this is Ken Apocalypse, and I just want to talk to everyone a little bit about my decision-making process between the Vizio P series and the TCL 6 series, which my first video on it, sparked a lot of debate between the two, which is great. That's what I like to hear. I like to hear opinions, debates, the pros and cons of everything. One thing I didn't count on was the quality control of the TCL. I've read several comments, and it's worse than what I thought it was with the banding, light bleed through, the electrical smell when the set's been on for a little while. And the past couple times I've been to Best Buy, I have noticed like the screen glitching, and like I said before in one of my previous videos, I asked the Best Buy employee there. I'm like, does this happen often? And is this on a different feed? And he said, no, these are on the same loop, same exact cords and everything are used. But the TCL was the only one at the time that was doing it, and they've already had to put a replacement model in, which isn't good. But I was at Best Buy last week, and the Vizio P series that are hanging on the wall beside the D series or E series, whichever one that is, they were off, both of them. And I was like, well, I asked the gentleman there, I was like, what's the issue here? He said, well, they've been having problems. He didn't elaborate, but they were waiting for Vizio to come in and see what the problem was. They was waiting on a Vizio representative is what they was doing. And then I go back today, and they're still not on. So I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if Vizio hasn't got there. If Vizio hasn't got there, then that's pretty slow response time to an issue like that, especially when you're trying to sell a product. It's getting harder and harder. I'm wanting to stay with a budget TV. I mean, I could go Samsung, I could go OLED, I could go QLED, I could go Sony, but I'm trying to keep it within budget because it's an investment. You're going to keep it for a couple of years, but 6 months down the line, they're going to come out with something better. So what if I decide, well, I like this TV better, so I don't want to be in the hole $3,000, and then have to sell it, because TV resale value, if you go on like Let Go, OfferUp, Craigslist, anything like that, even eBay, you're not going to get half of what you paid for a set. If you buy an LG OLED for $2,000, there chances are you probably won't get $1,000 out of it, and that's just cold hard truth. So in my decision-making process, I mean, it's harder to decide between, the TCL, because it's supposed to be a good TV, but it has banding, but it has a high peak brightness and everything. It's supposed to make the Dolby Vision really pop out. And the Vizio P series, again, with the Dolby Vision, is supposed to be really good, really crisp, really clear. Not as bright as the TCL, but still, it's supposed to hold its own. And I've seen both demos. And of course, like everybody else, and even you watching this video, I've, went on YouTube and got other people's opinions and tried to see for myself what their TV looks like. But, I mean, it's getting harder and harder to decide between these two, because both of them still have issues. Both of them are still, considered budget TVs. Even the Vizio is still considered a budget TV. If you want to go mid to high range, you go to mid to like a 900F, to high range like a Sony 930F, anything like that. I mean, you're going to be paying quite a bit more, even double for a mid-range TV. So I think I've narrowed it down to what I want to do, and it'll be this Friday or Saturday before I go pick it up. So we'll see what happens. Hope you tune in to see which TV I have picked. And I mean, which one I pick might surprise everybody. But, I would still like everyone to tune in and see what it is. I was thinking about doing a live, YouTube live, and going and picking it up and showing everything. But the Best Buy that is near me, they even have a sign on the door that says no videoing while in the store. That's why on some of my videos I show you they're a little bit bumpy and stuff like that, because I've had to go through and hold my phone like out of my pocket or something like that to be able to show you stuff. The only one that didn't say anything to me was when I was looking at the SK series last week or the week before last, and they Best Buy employee actually came up and asked if I wanted any help because the LG representative was there, and the LG representative actually gave me a lot of heads up, a lot of decision making information, and LG is one of probably the most future proof televisions. Because if you go with a W series in the OLEDs, the W series is capable of 8K resolution. Not a lot of people know that, but with a firmware update, they said it's able to do 8K at 60 hertz, and it's able to do 4K at 120 hertz. I didn't know that. And it's good information to know, especially when you're looking to buy a TV. You want something that's future proof. Samsungs, their QLEDs, they're not so much future proof. I'm sorry, Samsung fans. A Sammy TV is fine. It looks good, but it has no Dolby Vision, and it doesn't look like they're going to be pushing Dolby Vision because they're purely HDR10 plus. I mean, that's Sony's thing. I'm sorry, not Sony, Samsung. That's Samsung's thing. Now, Sony, on the other hand, on their higher end TVs, the 900Fs and up, they did a Dolby Vision update, and so I mean they're pretty future proof. Vizio, TCL, both of them, Dolby Vision, future proof. LG, like I said, that is the most future proof that I've seen of all of them, especially the OLEDs. But who wants to spend $2,000? You know what I mean? But they're capable of a lot of things. Even the SK series, I was looking at the SK 9000 series, which has a near perfect black picture. It's just below the 9500 series, which the 9500 series they said is close to an OLED in blacks and contrast that you can get. But it's also, for 55 inches, also $1,600. So anyway, hope you stay tuned. Oh, don't forget that at 1,000 subscribers, if you caught my video about 3 videos ago, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away either a Best Buy $100 gift card or a $100 GameStop gift card. The one I choose could choose one or the other, and look for that after I hit 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully, I get there quickly. It's burning a hole in my pocket. I want to get rid of it. So, anyway, hit like, subscribe to my channel, and share my videos, and I'll have more for you next time.